Let's get started here. What's Steve? Hey, good morning, Dimitri. Alright, let me set up my trading thing. Where's my, yeah, this one. Hey, morning, Rich. What's up, man? Let's update the hourlies. We're looking at this as the high and this as the low. So it looks like we bounced off of the low right there, but haven't closed below it. Maybe we'll see something at market open. Crazy pre-market price action. Yeah, I noticed that. What does that mean? I'm for sure taking a trade. I just know it. For staying patient this long. Well, it turns out I looked at my backtesting data and I've never gone longer than a week without a trade, so chances are I'll get something today. But records are meant to be broken, so who knows? What's up, Giddy? All right, we got about 2 minutes left until market opens. Let's see what they're cooking up today. You hope something good? Me too, man. Me too. Let's come down first of all. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds now. Hey, good morning, Space Futures. Good morning, Misha. I feel like if we're gonna go up, this would be the spot to bounce off of because we have these right there. But it's not a guarantee. All right, market is open. You're mostly bearish. Sweep the high and then come down. Or sweep the lows and go up. Seems like that's what's happening here. Oh, you know what, Rich? I was watching some other live stream yesterday, and turns out if you tab away from the live stream, it pauses the live stream, so you get a delay when you like tab off. That's what I noticed yesterday. So I guess it's like penalizing you for not watching the stream, I guess. So keep that in mind. Okay, hold on now. We are getting a push up here. Let me just double check that I have my setup ready to go. I do not. We'll know for next time. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, never tab away, but I'm saying if you happen to do it and you come back, make sure there's no delay. All right, what are we doing here? I feel like I'm pretty close to getting a setup already. There we go. There's that push. Oh, yikes. Okay. Really doesn't want to go higher for some reason. Keeps wanting to go higher, but it's failing. So I don't know what that means. I mean, how big are these moves right now? Yeah, they're each of these candles are like 10 points on ES. So, yeah. Be careful now. Are we finally gonna make it? Alright, there's the sweep of the top. What now? If we come back down, I have a setup. Okay. It would be interesting if we come back down. And good morning, Kevin. Still no Travis. Morning, honey. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Alright, looks like we are going higher. So another Judas swing here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. we might just keep going up. Going for the hourly high, maybe. Where is the high? Crazy opening, yeah. Classic Judas swing. You dump the market, trying to pretend like you're gonna go lower, and then you reverse. Wow. I guess if you went long on this retest, you'd be printing. Wild ride for sure. I think we can still come down. Like it's doing right now. I feel like if we come down after that bounce, we're gonna be pretty bearish. Yeah, look at that. I think we're gonna be bearish short term unless we reclaim. $13 left. We still have a shot. I just needed to come down. Keep coming down. God, if we end up going down and go for the lows, that would be a wild reversal again. Holy. Oh my God. Wow. This is boring. This is so much, this is cinema right here. Who would have thought we were gonna dump again? Who would have thinking? Like, where do you even enter if you're trying to trade this? You go long 1 minute and you go short 1 minute. Never hold your trade. All right, we're almost there. All right, let's see. All right, Kitty, I have to trade, okay? You can go over here. I'm getting something here. Looking for direction. Is it a long or is it a short? That is the question. So far, looks like a long. Yeah, I'm feeling a long here. 6871. Okay. I do not want it to get away from me though, this fast. Like, come on. Give me a chance here. I'm pretty much gonna enter at the hourly low. Going long, 68, 71, and 75 cents. But I don't know if it's gonna come down. It always goes without me. Oh my god, look at this bounce. Crazy. Like, I feel like, do I want to go long if it comes back down all the way to the hourly low? I don't know. But I'll just follow the plan. Jeez. Alright, we just took that previous high. Alright, going long, 68, 71, and 75 cents. It just moved too far away from me. Now it's just gonna go up like crazy. Oh well. We'll wait and see what happens. Because I have so much time left on this order that anything can happen. I'm only about 20 points away, so it's not impossible. But I'm ready. I'm ready if it happens. We're about to hit 10 o'clock now. Did I get monetization? Yeah, I just did. Why? What happened? Oh, you got an ad? Yeah, I'll remember to pause it. Try to pause it whenever I'm close to getting a trade because I don't want you to see an ad when I'm about to get in a trade. So I'll try to get used to that, but remind me if I forget. Good job getting monetized. Thank you, man. Ads don't bother me unless they're during the action. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of downtime, so I hope you guys don't mind, but yeah. I'll try to remember to pause it if I get into the action, you know? All right, we just hit 10 o'clock here. Looks like this is the Hey Dixon. Good evening from here. Oh, okay, cool, man. Congrats on getting monetized. Not everybody could do that. I appreciate it, Rich. Yeah, I put in I put in a lot of time, but I feel like I've been kind of taking a big break here making content because I'm not getting trades. But again, I'm trying to be trader first. You know, I don't want to be incentivized by influencer incentives. So, trying to be trader forward. So I'm not just gonna make up stuff, right? Just to make content. Waiting for this high to break. Look for shorts. Okay, good luck, man. We are pushing up pretty fast. Don't want to get burned. Not getting it now. It's too strong. Got to see some things happen. Yeah. But that's when they get you, you know. It starts consolidating. You're like, okay, this is time to go short. And then it keeps going up. Seeing your patience and sticking to your rules really helps. That's good. Yeah, I guess that's the best thing that could happen right now. That's the best outcome. Like, look at me not getting a trade. I hope you guys do better than me, you know? Keep being you and doing the right thing as a trader. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do because trading is my passion and I want to succeed in trading, right? Drew, you mentioned Iman trading yesterday. I feel like that's what he does too. He does his own thing. He's like own trading. He doesn't. I mean, he has like a tutorial or whatever online. I saw his website, but like as far as making content, he doesn't reveal his winnings or whatever. He just does that in the background, and then he does his other documentary stuff. So I think that's the right thing to do. Alright, I guess my trade isn't gonna pan out here. It's really a different market condition, you know? It looks like it is really like a market where it never takes a like a retest. It always picks a direction and just goes. Never gives me the chance to get in. Oh my god, I can't believe we're pumping up this hard. $25K? What happened with $25K E-mini? You just made $25K? He has definitely directed me for making my strategy. Basically, yeah. You can take inspirations from other strategies. That's what I did. That's what everyone does. But I feel like in some way you gotta make it your own. You gotta make it fit with your style and personality. Good morning, Doyan. I do not like the fact that we're still top of the hour and we're already far away from the highs. So starting to look like 10 a.m. is a bust as well. Unless we come down like now. Hey, Hustler, good morning. Wow. If you really zoom out, this was a crazy crazy pump. I couldn't give me one retest here. Retest and then pump. Is this the time to short? We are coming down. You're looking for shorts? Okay. Good luck, man. I would consider waiting for Hustler to give you some sort of a hint, but no guarantees, obviously. But you can use it as a confluence. See us come back up one more time and then get rejected again. Okay. You long 05 to 14. I'm looking for shorts. I got one dark sell print, but not enough for me yet. Okay. I mean, I'd be scared to go short here for sure. If 04 breaks. So if we come back down, tag that low, then could be a short. God, I still have 30 minutes left on this order, so. Upside targets 25, 40, and 60. Sheesh. We might just keep going up today. Maybe it's that kind of a day. So far, we barely got a pullback. I feel like we can just keep going. Followed my rules, ending my day with green. There you go, man. Just gotta, you're only good as your worst trade, right? So make sure your worst day isn't you losing control. This might be the pullback. To go higher? I don't know. Why did we slow down so much all of a sudden? Just closed 800 on NQ. NQ buy. First trade of the week. Nice. Good job, man. Yeah, if you went long here at the right time, you'd be printing a lot today. All right, we're falling down. Alright, I guess it's the infamous 10 a.m. consolidation here. Hey, good morning, smooth operator. Welcome, welcome. I do have a long order way down here. Place it pretty much when we're over here, and then looks like another missed trade there. Pretty much having those every day. Anybody seen Travis? Is he still MIA? Alright, we are falling down. Slowly but surely. But this also makes me think that we're just going to pop back up at any point. So Basically, spent 30 minutes not doing anything. We've been stuck in this range right now. But each of these candles are still decent. Like there was a 4-point move right there. So if you want to fade the pops here, took a small 200 loss on one account, trying to catch the short. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta careful, man. Maybe wait for a structure break on either side. Either probably this low. But also you could I don't know. If we break this low, you could think that we're going back up. So I can't really say when we're gonna go down. Sounds like a difficult problem. I did catch it the second drop, but move stopped to break even and got top ticked. But it is what it is. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, if it wasn't gonna go, it wasn't gonna go. I feel like right now it's too choppy for any kind of a decent trade. Wanted to see us drop quickly. Yeah. More consolidating. More lame. Nothing burger. Current update on my risk management strat. Past the black account, down 502 accounts and up 601 on one. Okay, cool. Are you talking about the two contracts and then making one break even? That one? That strategy? I'm almost canceling this order. Still have like 8 minutes. Not too bad. No, the splitting the risk between all accounts and targeting big wins. Yeah. I mean, you already passed the black, even though you had all the time in the world. So I think that's pretty good. I feel like, how many funded do you have now? Just the black. Unfortunately, I remember 2 weeks ago I lost the two funded I had. Kind of crashed out a bit, but it's all part of the process. Okay, yeah, you know, we'll all go through that process of taking a little setback, right? But as long as you're not burning through money buying evals, I think you're good. But it made me do some thinking, and last week and this week so far I've been very calm and disciplined. If and it's going pretty well. Good, good. That's all you need to do, man. And if you feel like being disciplined is too boring, look at me. This is the most boring stream ever. But even though I'm up only $300, 18 days into this month, I feel like I'm in a better position than someone who blew up their accounts. At least I'm not in the red. And it's not because lack of what do you call it? like being too nervous to trade, right? Like I want to trade, I want to be involved, but the market's not letting me, so it's out of my control, you know? Surviving crash out, yeah. I mean, I was spiraling down like in November and October, so I was there. But just know that you'll make a comeback, you know? If you survive every day, show up, make sure your risk is managed, you'll make the comeback, you know? Make sure we think things for the better, yeah. And honestly, it might not even be your fault. As long as you follow your plan, it might not be your fault. Like sometimes you really get those unlucky, like crazy losing streaks, and it's out of your control. You just have to try your best to survive and try again. And that's why I feel like prop firms are nice in that sense, because even if you lose your quote unquote balance, you know, like you can always start over. You haven't lost your capital per se. Oh wait, I have to update that. The mistake of crashing out, but you learn from it. That's all that matters. Yeah, exactly. All right, I guess might as well cancel this order. I think it's ran out of time. Really strong 10 a.m. candle so far. We just keep going up. All right, Rich. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Where is my Apex thing? It's 90% now. All right, I guess I have to wait till 11 now. Oh, also, if you count the fact that on those two Trade of 8 outage days, I would have, should have, could have made 2 grand extra. So, based on my just strictly following my plan, I would be up, what, 2,000 more. So, $3,700. So, you know, I shouldn't have any doubts about my own strategy. It's just unlucky, out of my control variables that you can't really count for, you know? So I feel good. I feel good. I feel good about it. At least for the next hour, we'll be towards the highs, so could be in a good spot here. Hey, Wowzer, what's up, man? Any trades so far? Well, I did put in a long like an hour ago, but it never filled me in, so besides that, nothing. Long time no see? Yeah, man. Hey, David. Did you make some money on this long only market? Apex is back at $20 for 50K. Yes, I posted everywhere that the 90% off is back. So if you guys want to go get some. You had 20 50K PAs? I think that means you lost them now. Since it's in past tense. You lost it? Wow. Already grabbed 5 more. I'm trying to get to 20. I don't even have one. I don't even have one PA yet. That was so painful. Yeah, I bet, man. That's hard. That's tough. Like $100 on each account is $2,000. You know, it's like the potential is massive. I was emotional with it and was making $50 a day. 46 days in, I was not even at 1,500. Yeah, but 1,500 across 20 accounts. You know, I feel like at some point you're gonna get a massive payout if you kept up. If you kept making $50 a day. Well, try. You know, doesn't hurt to try again. Try. I think you can't really help yourself. You can't really prevent being emotional. Just don't let it lead into, stupid actions, right? But now I'm back to passing them again. Yeah. Right now is the best time to do it. The cheapest time. Well, not the cheapest, because there were days when the PA fees were low too. But I don't think that's going to happen for a while. I trade half my usual contracts on funded accounts. Okay. Yeah. Again, I don't mind people trying to pass the evals fast as long as you know how to trade. Right? I just don't recommend it for people who don't know how to trade, because they're just going to lose the funded anyway. All right, 11 o'clock. Let's get something. We're almost at the highs. So, good start, good start. Where's the bottom for this? Is it really down here? It's kind of weird. Wait, where did my high go? Oh, just kidding. Supposed to do this. So that's the bottom of the range, and then the highs right here. All right, I have a good feeling. We're already at the highs. Watching to see if 17 breaks. We just bounced off of it, so you think it's a short if 17 breaks? $17 short? All right. Oh, Hustler knows what he's doing, man. You can't bet against Hustler. How do I do this? Alright, I need to delete that. ICT still making videos like a boss. Ooh, alright. We got pushed up to breaking the high here. Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break before something forms here. Now if NQ goes under 86, we can short. Alright. Best of luck. I'll be right back. look at that. We swept the previous hourly high and we're just dumping. Alright, now I just needed to go back up. Back to where we started before the dump, and then we should be good. Should I say anything? You should say everything. But I mean, on NQ, we'll see how far it goes, right? Let's see if we bounce from here. Looks pretty weak for a bounce. Oh yeah, we're falling down. That was an ugly bounce. I mean, we're coming up, which is good for me. But selling off into the close. Really not sure what's going to happen here. I do feel like this would be like a prime spot to trap the shorts. Stepped away for a little. We're still chopping. I don't know. Maybe this is the spot to go short, you know? Looks ready. Looks ready to just drop. Get all these lows at least, but don't get trapped either. We could push one more time up. Really didn't play out. I was hoping past week or so we've had these big swings, and today just stayed up. Wearing hat frequently is sometimes thought to cause hair loss in men. Oh, really? That's okay. I literally only wear the hat for the stream. I take it off when I'm done. It saves me time. It doesn't cause hair loss. I've heard it could speed up. If you're going to lose your hair, it's going to happen at some point. It's the other way around. People lose hair first and then they wear hats. That's true too. I used to have a bald spot like in middle school, like right here. And then later on, like in my 20s, I had a bald spot in some random spot. But it's like every time I get like super stressed, I guess I get bald spots, but not really losing hair like going bald yet. Yet because I say yet because my dad and my grandfather, they're, I guess less so for my dad, but my grandfather on my dad's side for sure had the classic baldness. So maybe it's in my genes, I don't know. But so far I'm good. My question is, why is it not falling down yet? Just keeps going up. My dad and grandpa bald. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go bald, so I just accepted it. I'm only 20, so hopefully I got some time left with my hair though. Yeah, I mean, if you're in your 20s, it could happen like as you get closer to 30s for sure. Like if it's in your genes. But I'm not saying to do this because I'm not a doctor, but there are like pills you can take to kind of slow that down. If you have an onset, like if you catch it early. All right, okay, we're coming down now. Okay. My dad was bald, but I didn't lose my hair till 42. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it could still happen to me. Who knows? And if it does, I'll start wearing my hat more than I already do. But it comes from your mom's dad, really? In that case, I'm good because my mom's dad was like had too much hair, you know? That's why I feel like I have genes on that side more because like I have a lot of hair, like thick. So I don't know. You can also hope for a cure since you're in your 20s. No need to accept something you don't want. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen with AI in the next 10 years. Find cure for everything. Wearing tight hat, the friction may break weak hairs. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help, but yeah. Is it going to make it worse if you're, balding, let's say? Maybe. But it's a negative feedback loop because if you're balding, you wear a hat to hide it, but then that itself makes it worse. So it's like a negative feedback loop. So all right, we're coming down like I predicted, but I don't know how far we're gonna come down. Tris, you're still waiting? Yeah, same. I was pretty close to getting something here, but we didn't go back up enough. I feel like we could still go up. We still have 40 minutes. I could see it thinning your hair, but hair loss is a genetic thing. You can prolong it with minoxidil and stuff, but it's just a matter of time. Yeah, or get a hair transplant, which seems like it has come a long way. I mean, Elon Musk did it. Seems to work well for him, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that you have to make with trading. Hair plan is an option, yeah. $34 viewers, really? 31, but that's still a lot. Wow. 31 people watching me just sitting here. That is a new record. It says it got up to 41 like a few minutes ago. Wow. Wow. Watching and learning patience. I bet people are taking bets on Polymarket when I'm going to take a trade. That's why. That'd be kind of funny if I can start my own poly market thing. Will I make a trade this week? Yeah. I would bet yes, but who knows? But then all I have to do is bet no, and then I can just like sit here and not trade and then win money, you know? That would I could rig the game if I wanted to. All joking aside, your stream has been incredibly helpful for me, especially compared to the craziness on other channels. Okay, I'm glad, man. If this helps you trade less, trade better, trade more selectively, then I've done my job. People tend to watch NQ trading because it has more action. Yeah, I know. I know some people want action. I get sometimes I get a lot of action on here too, but it just hasn't happened for quite a while, and I think that's the reality of the market. You gotta take that long in the ASA session tonight. Oh, I don't trade ASA session, man. Not my cup of tea. Do you share your strategy? I show it. I show what I'm thinking. I show what I'm gonna do. It's 11:30. I feel like we can still come up here. I just needed to come up like around here, and then it can show me a direction whether it's gonna fall back down or go up. Then I take the trade. Made me drop at London close 11:30. Kind of wanted to come up. That is my personal bias. Cat alert, guys. Cat alert. What does that mean? It's a black cat, so go short. All right, my cat is predicting that the price is gonna jump. The price is gonna just dump, which kind of fits. All right, he's gone now. Hey, Trading Frog. All right, we're going up. As soon as my cat left. $46, 40, 48. 48. That's crazy. What's up, people? YouTube really pushing you out ever since I got monetized? Maybe. That's interesting. Could be bots though, you know? Cuz I don't see any new people chiming in. Am I view botting? Oh my god, please keep going up. Don't come down. $50 now. It just keeps going up. Oh my god, why is it coming back down? When you scratch a pimple on your head by accident, it hurts like nothing you've ever felt before. That means you've been touching it a lot though, right? I feel like if you just see it and don't touch it, it just disappears. You didn't know it was there? Terrible feeling? Yeah. Sometimes I get that in my on my head, like your scalp, and you're like combing through your hair, and then you kind of like hit it. Hurts like hell. $69.30 on ES. I'm looking to short, but on NQ. Okay. Yeah, I would love it to go back up there. It's taking its sweet time. We have about 20 minutes. I don't know, man. It keeps the viewer count keeps going up, but nobody new is talking, so something's happening. Something weird is happening. Hey, what's up, Graybeard? Mordo, my guy, my ICT representative in the house. I saw him make a video today. In my Discord, your name is Motel. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Motel. Motel. It's taking long. I don't know if you're gonna fall back down. Maybe. I would love to kind of see one more push up here. I still believe, man. I believe. I believe the dream is alive. You're aiming for 291 on NQ to be reached for today. All right. If not today, then maybe by end of week. It is a short week, huh? We're already at Wednesday, so. The accumulated volume is above 150K on a 5-minute bar. Be careful on a short. So that sounds like we're going to go higher. Like, look how small the hourly candle is. Look how small that is. We've been doing this for 45 minutes. Kind of wild. I mean, if I don't get anything this hour, for sure I'm getting something at 12. Calling it now. Lunch and PM session, we're going to go back to 24,900. So you're saying we're going to dump. Okay. I mean, some people are saying we're going to dump. Some people are saying be careful going short. Sounds about right. Sounds about like a normal trading day. 990. All right, things really died down. Like each of these candles don't really they're only about 2 points, which is like nothing. So, yeah. We're definitely calm before the storm, as they say. Usually lunch session 12 to 1 is chop, never a good time to trade unless you're holding a position from a AM session. Well, we're not at 12 p.m. yet. We're at 11. Okay, now the view count is dropping. The highest we got was 62 for some reason. 62 people. $69.04, where trend could possibly change. We are falling. Never went up. I feel like we're gonna see some movement towards the close because it's not gonna, the hourly candle's not gonna close that small. So we could see something in the next 10 minutes here. Usually more choppy, but you can get some decent moves some days. Yeah. The trope that it's going to consolidate and choppy at sorry, consolidate and be choppy at lunch hour is just confirmation bias. All right, coming down. It really took a while, but we ended up falling down. Again, I feel like we're going to see some big movements here because we're so close to the hourly close, and it's going to want to make the hourly candle as big as possible towards the end here. So is this big enough? I don't know. It's subjective, but it's definitely not as small as it was like 10 minutes ago. Hi, Steve. There we go. We're going. We're going to the moon on the downside. Took a while, shorted 18, out at 10, but I did get stopped at 17. Okay, well, at least you caught 8 points off of that. Black Cat was right. I feel like that was like way too long ago for it to say that. That was a right call there. All right, Hustler, you're done. Good stuff, man. It did take a while. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Watch for a break above 69.20. Then test TD high. I'm really waiting for 12 o'clock here. I don't like these moves. That takes an hour to set up. I'm not going to chase it. Yeah, it's probably too late now. Am I bullish long term on S&P? Yes. With everything getting inflated, there's no way you can be bearish. What's the date today? 18th. Okay. Bearish markets aren't sustained, and if you look at all big market crashes, the recoveries are relatively swift. Well, until it isn't. Everybody's thinking, okay, this time it's going to be different. This time we're going to crash for sure. So I got to wait. You know? I just feel like it's too much for your mental health for you to be gambling everything, every investment. So I feel like if I'm doing this every day on the futures, I just don't want to even think about it for like other like stock investments, your retirement investments. I don't want to be thinking, I don't want to day trade everything that's out there, because at some point it's too much. So if I'm just gonna day trade futures for my retirement, I'm just gonna trade index funds. That's my personal view. There's just so much you could handle. Wait, wow, what? The low is like this candle? Alright. Alright, we already closed below the low there. That's good news. What 20 to 30% crashes happen every 4 years? About everyone thinks it's different this time, yeah. I mean, I feel like when COVID happened, I feel like it was kind of valid because nobody knew what was going to happen. So when the market crashed during COVID, then I don't really blame people for thinking that it's different this time. What trading site do you use? Do you mean like a platform or prop firm, or what do you mean by trading site? All right, we're already getting a bounce off of the lows here, but I think it's going to come back down. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, looks like we're going up. I still feel like we're gonna come down before going up. Buyers in control. Wow. It just keeps going up again. Who would have thunk we would bounce so hard off of the low, hourly low? Who would have thunkin'? Can you please come down? This would be a great spot to come down right now. NQ just tested a pretty big 15-minute gap from last Thursday. What does that mean though? What RR do you usually aim for? Here. What is one? I think it's this one. There you go. Every time until the end of time, apparently. All right, coming down. This is good. I'm just looking for that for 5 points. 5 points. I've been waiting for 5 points for a week. All right, it is dropping. This is good news. Good news for me. I feel like this bounce isn't strong enough so far. So we could keep coming down. Yeah, that was a decent close. Bearish. Still somewhat bearish. Never mind. Hey bro, can you give me some advice? I cannot give advice on here, my guy. I can't give you advice, but if you tell me what the issue is, I can think about how I would approach it. It's your first time, so you're nervous. Your first time trading? This is getting a little weird now. Where is this conversation going? Well, he says it's trading related, so hopefully we're still talking about trading. I recently requested a payout from a prop firm. They're asking for an interview and requesting chart setups and screen sharing. I deleted all the chart setups because I use MT5. What should I do? I cannot help you there. I cannot. Probably Apex, right? If they're ever going to ask you how you trade. Can you even use MT5 to trade futures? Isn't that Forex only? Ola Prime. Okay. I don't think anybody's familiar with that prop firm. If it's even legit. Ola Prime. Okay. It is legit. Like, there's a website. Ola Prime has Forex, futures, and cryptos. MT5. Man, I do not trust this at all. I guess if you dig big or long enough, you can find all these lesser known prop firms. But I just I don't know. Like, if you're trading futures, it's like there's so many good options. Why take a chance on these weird ones? Try and reach out. Just tell them you trade the moon phase strategy. When it's a full moon, you long, new moon, you short. That is true. All you have to give them is what phase of the moon we're in right now for the past, I don't know, past month. Alright, so I ended up going back up though. I thought it was going to come down. Ola Prime, eh? You learn something new every day. It says Ola Prime Tradeovate is coming soon. So if they get Tradeovate, I'll be like, okay, maybe it's legit. I'm only using fib levels, what I believe. Well, I guess you don't have a choice, right? If you want the payout, you gotta do what they ask. I would, if you ever get the payout, I would just like, I would leave. Because why would you ever have to explain? I've heard Apex sometimes asks you like what your, how you trade and stuff, but that's only if like you get flagged, I'm sure. They're not gonna ask every trader how they trade. Yeah, I feel like if you want that payout, you got to do what they say. I wonder if they tell you up front though before you buy an EVA or whatever, if they ask you or if they put there like we may ask you how you trade, you know? If that's not in the terms, then I don't know. People who know the prop game can really scam the props, so they may be making sure you're not doing that. But I feel like it's not sustainable for the prop firm to do that for everybody, right? So something must have flagged their system, whatever their system is. Like you might have done something so wild that they're like, "What is this?" Maybe you YOLO'd once and you made like stupid amount of money. That's why I don't know. I feel like if you made stupid amount of money with like silver trading, they could use that as an excuse to not pay you. Be like, oh, you violated our trading policy number, blah, blah, blah. That's why we can't approve this payout. They're so small they can't be taking the risk of no questions asked payout. That's crazy. Yep. That's why you need to stay away from those. Got 6 to 7 wins in a row in 3 days. Maybe that's why. Yeah. That could do it. That could do it. If I was in that position, I'd have two choices: try and get the payout, or just leave it. I mean, I would at least try because the worst case scenario is just not getting the payout. So you have to try. But it doesn't sound too great if they're asking for that, though. You could be cooked. I'm still hovering like 40 viewers. That's crazy. The highest was 62. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. This price action will be the death of me. We have about 30 minutes left for this hour now. Things don't work out for this hour, then I'll come back tomorrow and try again. Is it FOMC today? I think the minutes are coming out at 2. But usually the minutes don't really do anything. It's only when Powell starts talking. And I wonder when the new chair comes, like, I wonder what's going to happen with that. People say the new chair is going to cut interest rates aggressively. Pretty much what Trump wants. So, I don't know. So, I think things are going to get only crazier from here. It's not going to get better, as in, like, it's not going to stay calm or whatever. It's only going to get crazier. You took your trade on open, chill until tomorrow. Nice. That's a good feeling. Done for the day. I only get to take a break when I hit my max limit. And I don't mind those days at all. Now sideways, yeah. We've been sideways since 10 a.m. for 2 hours now. We've been stuck in this range. Not really going higher, not really going lower. Kind of crazy. I feel like we're gonna come down though. You just started, made $10. Wow. Okay. You're done for the day after making $10. That's good. That's good, you know. Way to be not greedy. All right, Kevin, I'll see you tomorrow, man. That's enough for a Big Mac meal. I don't know, is it? I feel like Big Mac these days could go up to 16 bucks. Green is green, they say. Yes. You know what is not green though? Not trading. That's definitely not green. I feel like making $10 sounds like he might be trading his personal account maybe. But it's still not red, yeah. I know. Keep in mind the saying you can't go broke taking profits is not true. Yeah. It's nuanced, okay? It's not clear cut. It really depends. You ask the prop, they say it's a mandatory KYC interview. Okay, that makes sense more. But I'm surprised they're doing an interview like a video call. I would understand if they're asking for your ID and stuff and documents. We are coming down here. KYC is standard, but maybe they're just taking extra steps. Well, from what I look like, the website looks okay. I'm sure it's fine. You're not getting scammed. What's a scam was the FTT, fast track trading. That was a scam. And even funding ticks, sure they closed down, but as long as people got their refunds, it wasn't a scam. They just couldn't sustain it. So so other than that, it's been a while since the industry has seen a scam. So you should be okay. Giving it 15 minutes, but looking like a small $220 loss there. I'm surprised, Drew, that you're calling it good there because I feel like the old you would have been like, I need to make the money back. Gotta get in more trades. Old me hated the idea of leaving with red. Yeah. Gotta be okay with it, you know? because you'll get your shot of making it back. It just won't be today, and that's okay. It won't be. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but you will have your chance. At least that's what I tell myself. All right. Looks like we got a first lurker here. What? Gold help. I didn't even see this person type lurk. That's kind of spooky. Yeah, that's why I feel like something weird is going on with the view numbers and stuff. I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know. But I won't complain. I won't complain. Oh my god, can you please come down? I really want to get it set up before this hour is done. It just needs to come down like right here. Alright, maybe it'll come down. There we go. Coming down. Come on, you can do it. You can make it. We're almost there. Like, bro, how many times are we gonna bounce right here? I can't believe we're going up. All right, let's come back down. I know that was a fake out. That was a fake out. Come on, let's come back down. or not. How do you know when the market is going to fill imbalances or just a continuation into a trend? I have no idea. I have no idea why that happens, how that happens. I don't try to predict the market, you know? Alright, I think we can still come down here. We still have 11 minutes. Come on. Alright, never mind. We're not coming down. Honestly, I feel like you guys can just trade off of doing the opposite of what I want here. Like if I want the price to come down, it's gonna go up. So you guys can probably trade off of that. See, we're going up. When I want the price to come down, it's going up. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Can't believe we're going up. For sure, taking a trade today? Not. That's my title. You're done for the day? Yeah. I'm pretty much going to end it here. I mean, I'll keep looking until the market closes, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. New record today. 62 viewers. All-time highs. That's cool. But I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Good luck on your trading if you're going to keep trading. Make sure to follow your plan. Make sure to follow the RDT code. Found my live by just a recommendation by YouTube. Oh, that's cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I stream every day, every trading day, so catch me live tomorrow morning. I'll be here. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.